Shoeface, nice to meet you. I'm gonna start
Nice to
off
meet
with a
you,
fun
man.
question. I'm gonna start off with the fun question here. If you could pick one light heavyweight on the PFL roster to have your back during a street fight, who would it be?
Oh, wow. What a question, man. I don't know. During a street fight, Josh,
Josh
my
Silveira.
brother. Yeah.
Understood. And one more from me. You've been regarded as one of the best looking human beings in MMA. I'm wondering who else do you think belongs on that list?
Oh, man, there is a lot of guys. You mean like on the light heavyweight
Or no, in MMA in general.
in MMA general? Oh, man, I don't know. I could say like Junior Dos Santos because he's my friend, but it would be not true, you know. But let me think. Let me think. Buchecha, my brother Buchecha. I think who else? Who else could be? Um, it's hard to think, huh? S- Rock and roll. He's a model, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he's a model. So rock roll. Who else? Don't know. Adesanya has the style, you know. Mm, I think that's it.
Awesome. Best of luck. I hope you look good in the cage on Friday.
Thank you, man. See you. Bye.
Patrick.
Hey, Shoeface. So you're coming up off that ACL surgery. I wanted to ask, how has it been in that rehabilitation process, and how's your knee feeling?
Feeling good now, man. Feeling good. I passed for the same thing, you know, in 2020. I tore my ACL in my meniscus. I knew how the process was. I knew how hard was it, you know, but I just, you know, I did my best every day, like at the physical therapy, when I started training, getting my confidence back. And now I feeling like great, you know, great to be back, great to be like 100% and great to be competing.
The field of fighters at the light heavyweight division has changed drastically since you last fought. What matchups are you most excited for this season?
Man, all of them, I think the roster is pretty good. You know, all the 10 fighters in the division, they like all great fighters, some new faces, and man, I'm looking forward to a great competition this year.
I think there's like four PFL champions in the tournament at light heavyweight,
Yes.
and you being one of them.
Yeah.
Is there any of those guys you want to be matched up with specifically, or are you just happy to be in the tournament again?
Man, just have to be in the tournament competing, you know. I don't care who you're gonna face it. To be the champion, you gotta like beat everybody, right? So I don't really look for an opponent. I just want to do like my work, you know, whoever it is.
Thank you.
No problem.
Jim Barcelone.
Hey, Shoeface, how are you?
Hey, how doing, man? Good talking to you.
Hey, you're back.
It's good to be back.
Hey, you mentioned just to expand on that because that division is so stacked. What is it like for
Yeah,
you
man.
now coming back physically, health wise? How are you feeling? And do you train smarter now that you've been doing this for a while?
Yeah, you gotta train smart, you know, you gotta be smart in your life. So uh um, I think that's it. You know, happy to be here, happy to be back, happy to be competing, you know, so motivated, so like I just wait for too long for this moment, you know. It's so great to come back.
And lastly, for me, if you do have to fight Josh, is Conan in your corner for this one? Where's Conan going to be in this one?
I don't think Conan would be on my corner, you know, it's his son. I understand that. I hope we're gonna face each other like at the finals would be like great. Would be hard for sure, you know, fighting Josh if that happened. Because he's my friend, you know, not just like someone that I know, but like a friend, someone that we train together every day at the gym. Uh, we would try to put on our mind that would be like tough sparring, you know. At the same time that I would be sad for fighting him, I would be happy for him to make to the belt.
Yeah, it'll be cool. You could actually have the PFL finals at American Top Team. Thank you, Shoe Pace.
Thank you.
Andrew.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, good, good. My first question for you is Simon Biyong, your opponent, a big guy, like absurdly big for a light heavyweight. I'm curious to know what do you think about how you will stack up against him come fight night?
Yeah, man, I see it. I think he's one of the biggest in the division, you know. He's the tallest for sure. I don't know how strong he is. He looks very strong, you know, very athletic. Uh, what I think is that I have more experience, you know. I want to use that on my favor. And, you know, me and my team, we kind of like study his game to see his best weapons, also the holes on his game, to get a win next Friday.
And I also want to ask somebody who it has gotten many accolades in jiu-jitsu, IBJJF, PANS. I'm curious to know who, in your opinion, is the best jiu-jitsu player of all time.
The best jiu-jitsu player of all time?
Yeah, who in your opinion is the best?
Yeah. Oh, man. It's like for sure, it's my great friend, you know, Marcos Almeida Buchecha. We also like great training partners. We also like always helping each other. And he's 13 times world champion. So for sure, his name is the first thing, like the first person that comes on my mind.
Great, thank you very much. Looking forward to your fight.
Thank you, man.
Lorenzo.
Hey Antonio, it's good to see you again, brother. It's been a couple of
Yeah,
years since we last saw you fight in the PFL. The PFL has really
yeah.
been growing. Yeah, the PFL has really been growing a lot each and every year, especially after the recent Bellator acquisition. I can imagine there are a whole bunch of new PFL fans who have never even seen you fight. You bring a ton of pedigree. You're a former PFL champion. What do you think you can tell these new fans that maybe haven't seen you fight? What can they expect from you, not only this weekend, but the rest of the season moving forward?
Yeah, man. I hope I'll see these guys rooting for me. You know, I hope they like my style of fight. For sure, I'm gonna be doing like my best, my 100% on the cage to get a good win like every fight.
I appreciate it, Antonio. It's good to see you again, man. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Valerie. Valerie, you out there?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Huh.
Hi. I'm Valerie of Val TV Network Fight Night in Las Vegas. And we're going to welcome you here into Las Vegas. Being a champion PFL fighter and moving forward to this fight night, what is your motivation and how do you think this fight is going to go for you?
Well, first, I'm so motivated, especially for like being back at the game, you know. This past like year and a half, I was out doing the injury and coming back is just like make me feel so great. It's a great feeling. And I hope we can get like a great win, you know, next Friday. My specialty is the jiu-jitsu, you know. I get the jiu-jitsu background, world BJJ champion, and we also find for a submission.
And so even though your contender is bigger than you, I mean, does that change anything in regards to your workout or mentally, physically? Do you have to do anything different in order to obtain the win?
Yes, we always try to like train for your opponent. You know, if you like you get like your base, all the things that you do, you know, but you always trying to find some training partner that like moves like him, that looks like him, that that is his same background or things like this. Um, and that's why we try to do at the gym, you know, try to find somebody, some training partner that could help me out and get the same looking.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Carlos.
Yes, Antonio Carlos Jr. You know,
Hey,
That's a great name, bro. I appreciate it though, man. Taking the
Thank you.
time.
It's a
And
great name, man.
it's a great name. Talk about when you were, light heavyweight world champion back in 2021 up until now. How do you feel about how far you've come?
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
So from being world champion back in 2021 up until now,
Yes.
how do you feel about how far you've come?
Feeling experienced, I've been through a lot of things during this time. I become a PFL world champion. 2022, I had like two tough fights and I won the fights. Unfortunately, I got injury and couldn't make to the playoffs and fighting for the belt. That was my desire. But unfortunately, it is what it is. MMA is not easy sport. Um, but I learned a lot during this period, get more experience, I could work in all this stuff in my life and that gonna help me out in every aspect of my life.
Facts, bro. So coming
Thank
back
you.
from the injury, I'm super excited to see you back Friday. And what can your fans and the PFL, you know, um, be expecting?
The same, man, the same Antonio, always looking for a fight, always looking for the submission, giving my best, giving my blood, my sweat. And I hope we're gonna put out like a great fight on next Friday.
Excited, excited. I'm super excited to watch you live, Las Vegas. Can't wait. Thank you.
Thanks, brother.